with the Radjet, I know I'm going to have problems launching it. They're very unstable at very slow speeds, but you know, to have reactions to actually stop it from crashing on launch is going to be a nightmare. So after careful consideration and a couple of recommendations from people, I decided to get MyFlyDream autopilot. Now in the box you get 2 boxes, or 2 bits. So you've got the autopilot, and you've also got a box of goodies. You get, I think that's just a standard FTDI programming interface, USB to TTL, so yeah, it's just a standard. So that's that. You get a current sensor with the heat shrink for it, so once you've finished soldering all your wires on there. Just one thing with these current sensors: if you solder your positive there, and then that goes to the battery, whichever way. This ground trace here, that is only thick enough to handle probably around about, I don't know, absolute maximum of 10 amps. So what you have to do is connect the ground to it, and then put a solid wire across there, or loads and loads and loads and loads of solder, because otherwise that'll burn out. So anyway, there's that. There's the 100 amp current sensor. UBEC, a few more wires. They're for the, looks like for the servo inputs from your receiver. A GPS sensor receiver, which apparently is very good. Don't know if it is, but it says it's very good. More servo cables. You get the cables to go to a fat short receiver transmitter, VTX, and your power cable to the VTX as well, and you get others. I can't remember what that one's for, but and you also get to go on the end of, I think yeah, so in here there is actually a DIY lead like that, and you get the connector, which is that one there. You get that connector to actually go onto the end of there if you wanted to route that wire and then put the connector on or whatever. And the jumper, I don't think that's actually needed anymore, but anyway, so it's very, very well thought out. And then you get a box with nothing in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit this into the Radjet, basically to see how it works, how well it goes. Because previously I had the Telefly Pro inside, and prior to that I had an A's in it. So I've gone from that to that, which that's just an OSD, nothing but. And now we're going on to this. Now this thing looks quite big actually in comparison to other flight controllers, and it's a bit daunting to have all those connectors on there, but you know, it's well documented. Go and download the manual, you'll see. Now the first thing I'm going to do is take these bloody screws out and take the top off, because I have heard bad reports about the soldering quality on these things, so I'm going to do that now and we can all have a look inside. There's 3 parts to it. In fact, there's 4 parts. So you've got the top case, you've got the main frame, you've got a board that goes on the top, and you've also got another board on the bottom. And this one is an aluminium, or aluminum if you're in America, frame part, which also acts as a heatsink. You've also got this one, which is, I really don't know what it does. It's got an ARM processor on it. And there's all the connectors are on here, obviously. So you've got the ground along there, and then you've got the 5-volt rail along there, which are all interlinked. And then you've got this one. This one's also got an ARM processor on it. Now, looking at the quality, people have actually complained about the quality of the soldering, but on this one, I can't see any faults with it anywhere. Now, I know it was Curry Kitten, I think it was, who actually had a couple of the earths, or one of the earth wires, or the signal wires was actually, it wasn't actually linked. But looking at that, I can't see anything wrong with it. So I'm going to put it all back together. That goes on there, like that. And then that goes on the top, which is the heatsink. It's finished. We've got the MyFlyDream in the middle there, which you can just about see underneath all this bloody wiring. Speed controller on the back, of course. GPS over the side here. The D4R2 is actually on the top there. I've also replaced the servo horns, the linkages, sorry, and I've also put carbon rods in the middle instead of steel rods, and there's no play in that now. So it's all semi sort of done. The only bits I've got to do, no I haven't got to do, that one goes in there like that, and that goes on the top there like that, and it's all finished. I don't think I'm going to put any more stickers or any more wing thing what it's on. I mean, these wings are solid now. So that's done, and that does stick in there, and that does go on there like that. So I've got another thing to maiden. In the summer. I don't know how fast this is going to go. I've got a funny feeling it's going to go fast. And I'm shitting myself already, to be honest. It's gonna crash. Oh God, why do I do these things? What a dickhead. Just one last thing. I've had to put the run cam on it, which is just attached with a piece of Velcro like that. The lens needs cleaning. So it's ready. It's ready. Do you like my new pilot? After careful consideration, somebody recommended to me to buy bollocks and bollocks.